Hi guys, well this little tutorial is as simple as it gets. We're going to take the Affinity logo, that letter A in their very own font, and we're going to motion it with Apple Motion. We're going to have it rolling in from the left hand side of the screen. But we're starting here in the vector persona of Affinity version 3, and you can see I've got the layers over here. I've got the curves, which is the letter A, and the other curve, which is the background. Now this is very easy. Because you can't export or import that directly into Apple Motion, I'm going to put it through the program called Pixelmator Pro, which will just load it in, but then I can export it as a motion object or a motion file. And there it is there. I've imported that, just untitled too, it doesn't matter, I'll give that a name in a moment. But there's our SVG file. There's a path for the letter A and a path for the background. So it's two separate paths, but then I can export that. Go to export and you can see Affinity 3 logo vector and format motion project. Now I won't do that again because it'll just overwrite the motion project and we'll have to start all over again. Duration of 10 seconds, remember this, and a frame rate of 25 frames per second. Now I'll just cancel that because we don't need that now. I've done all that, you don't need to see that again. That's Pixelmator Pro from a file created in Affinity vector persona, Affinity version 3. Now, what do we do with it in motion? I'll just reduce that. Now here's the file. I've opened the file from Pixelmator Pro, and you can see I've got the same group here. There's the background, there's the letter A, there's the main background there. And they're all paths which Apple Motion, which you've got there, Apple Motion can handle nicely. Now it's at the start, and this is what I've got it doing. Just slides in there, slides a text frame in there, and bounces slightly at the end. Isn't that cute? Back there. Now I'll just do that with by dragging the playhead in there. You can see it's dragging the green background. Then it drags a text layer in there with the words Affinity Foundry Studio on it. And while it's just finishing that, it drags in the layer with the letter A on it, gets to the end, and right at the end there, it gives it a little bounce, just to let you know it's at the end. And that's all there is to it. You save that through Share, same as you do with Export as a Movie, same as you do with Final Cut Pro. There's that path there. Now, what I did with that, put everything over there outside of the frame. That's the visual frame. That black area is the visual frame. Let me go to the project. The project's 1280 by 1280 in height. Projection normal. There's no fancy stuff in this. Frame rate's 25 frames per second. And the duration I've got set to 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds if you like. So it's very short. It's just a title. You don't want it lingering around on the screen forever. Now there's a group there, and that contains the background path, which is that one there. Slide that off the screen so it's outside the black area. And you can see that I've got keyframes there. So I've started at 0. That's the path there. And you can see already it's moving. And you can see in the keyframe editor down the bottom, it brings it right in to there. That's as far as we want that. The Affinity Foundry Studio has lit up there. That's another path. That's that path there. And it's just lit up. And the letter A, you can see there, is in the background. It's quite a way off coming in just yet. So there we go. There's the Studio coming in, Affinity Foundry Studio. That's just a text layer. The letter A is revolving around there. I've got a notepad on my desk here that my mouse is running into, what's slowing it down, but that brings it all in, and it finally settles right there and then gives a little bounce back, which of course is where the keyframes are. So there's a keyframe there right at the start, there's one just there, there's one just there, and the little bouncy ones at the end. That's the normal end. If you just get to there, that's the end of it anyway. But it goes a little bit further and bounces there, just because I wanted it to. And you can see that's fairly straightforward. That one there, that's the text. Let me get back to the text. So I drag the text out of the viewing area, set a keyframe. You can see that there. Move forward in the timeline, which brings Affinity Foundry Studio text to there, and set another keyframe there because that's as far as I want it to go. And at the same time, the letter A is coming in to the picture. Now we had a look at the background, we had a look at the letter A, and you can see here we are. With the letter A, I've dragged the letter A right off the screen because you don't want it showing up in there. It's set to -2292, the X marker there. There's a keyframe set way back there. 2305. Now we go along, there's a keyframe just there because I set one there to let me know it's right on the edge. Now you can see that the green background is moving at the same time. There's a keyframe there. And the letter A is moving along the line and it's rotating all the way through to the keyframe there at the end, then there, then there, a little bounce. It goes right to the end, then comes back to there. And you can see that down here, there's a little down there to the end and doink back up to there. So you can play with that and do what you like with that. Now there, I've set the Z rotation. That's what gives it the curve. You can see that spinning away there. That's controlled all the way around from 0 at the other end, all the way back to 0. There we go. The black letter A has started to rotate. You can see that the Z axis there. Over here I'm talking about. That started to rotate. And it goes all the way around till it gets to there. Isn't that pretty neat? So let's go back right to the start. Let's play that. Gives you a green background. Affinity Foundry Studio because I wanted to put it there, and the letter A in the middle. Now because that's set as a title template, it automatically saves it in the motion. Let me see if I can show you that. Movies. There's the videos I made of it. You can export it as a video, but because when I set it up, and I'll show you this in a moment, motion templates, titles, somewhere down here. Let me find this. My titles. And there we are. New template. and that's the one we're working on. Now I've got large and small, and the media is all there. I didn't copy the media into it, but that's all right. I don't want to copy the media. I've just got the template. Now, being a template, it means I can adjust it, modify it, and do all sorts of things to it. So by creating a template at the start, let me show you this again. If I go to Motion, File, and New, which is what I did, just give that a moment to come up. Motion is a little bit slow to get started, so don't panic. So I Final Cut Title. You can see there, that's the one I selected. And I set 1920 by 1080. 24 frames a second. And the duration of 6 seconds there. So it didn't quite I've obviously modified it slightly because it's now 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds. But I'll just cancel that because we don't want a motion project, which I did to start with, but I decided to change it to a title, so it puts it in the motion catalogue to start with. So let's cancel that, because if you're on Motion, then that's where you start, and you probably know that by now. But what I wanted to show you here was, by breaking it up into component parts as a vector file, a simple title like that, you don't have to try and find the right letters and do the right font and get them all exactly the right size. Do them in Affinity, transfer them to Pixelmator Pro, export them as a motion file, and there's your complete file ready to work on. And all I added to that, and mind you, I could have added this in Affinity even, right back in Affinity. I made that a separate layer. I've put in Affinity Foundry Studio and set it to purple. You can see it there. Text, normal, and so on and so forth. The font is Roboto. That means I can come in and change that, do anything I like with that now. And there's the inspector. Now, how's that? Very good. I think that's marvellous. So as a beginner, you should be able to do anything you like with that. It's called, if you like in short, animating a title. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.